This is William Prince, and you're listening to The Sunday Verse. I learned the power of music in a not so joyous place. Like, I naturally gravitate towards the frame and feel of gospel songs, simplicity in the way they are written, because I started that way. My dad was a preacher, and he would go to the families, and we'd set up the amps and guitars, and he would play music out of the hymn book, because he's one of the only people that could sing the old traditional hymns. My grandfathers would sing them all the time, and they're etched in his brain forever. And so you gather enough of those old timers, they can sing that whole book. You know, that's the point of getting together like that, keeping them alive. And that's why they ask, make a tape. That's always the big thing. Can you make a CD, and sing these favorites? That's where my dad got back into his music career, was making albums for the people that wanted to hear that gospel music. And I started writing gospel songs, and this is just another one. Great Wide Open is, a modern gospel song in my humble opinion of songs. I think of, again, my father. That's where I talk about the final send-off, like always have what we had. I guess Great Wide Open is kind of one of my final send-offs to my father. I think of my dad, and it's been 4 years now since he's passed away, and we're all growing through it and getting better with it, and however we handle. My mom will miss him the most forever. But like I said, no unfinished business with him and I started to dream up this concept of, what do we hope heaven is? Do we hope it's our passed on, loved ones looking down upon us and like wishing they were back there with us? I don't think that's how it goes. That's selfish, like they got everything up here. I don't want to go back down there. It sucks. And so it was more, I hope my dad is doing something really great, and I hope he's, sprinting and has full use of his legs and whatever angelic stardust form he's taken on in this life, and isn't trying to carve some hole in the clouds to watch us pay our auto pack or something. It's just, go live the best you can, and I'll meet you again in the Great Wide Open is the hope. And that's the best thing we can hope for, is that the ones we lost in the moment are in a better place, and that we'll see them again someday. I hope you forget me in heaven. I pray it's just that peaceful, that you stop looking down through the holes in the clouds, keep on basking and healing. 'Cause that could be the only trade for all these things I'm missing. And we'll catch up when the world blows up, in the land of no contrition. And meet me in the Great Wide Open, where the milk and honey pour free. And we'll all lay down what burdens us now, in the Great Wide Open, so free. And you'll pay off your earthly ransom, learn to extend your hand some, and there'll be plenty of stalls in the shopping mall, and never a line to stand in. And for the first time you're gonna feel ageless, like a novel in its final pages. And you'll have full bars when you're next to the stars, and finally feel what grace is.
So rush me to the great white yonder, black out the sin and sonder, turn out the light on this little old life, and allow me to be reunited. And meet me in the great wide open, where the milk and honey pour free, and we'll all lay down what burdens us now, in the great wide open, so free. Meet me in the great wide open, where the milk and honey pour free, and we'll all lay down what we're going through now. In the great wide open, so free. The great wide open, so free. The great wide open, so free. The great wide open, so free.